There's something so sacred about death and the final moments and the passing over. And any vested interest, any logos, any bank logos is just disrespectful to the dead. No matter what he was CEO, vice president, acting president, if you're trying to...
Celebrated singer and dancer Korra Obidi has been getting a lot of heat on social media following a controversial comment concerning the late Herbert Wigwe's funeral. This is coming after celebrity blogger and influencer Tunde Ednot shared a video capturing the moment the caskets of the departed group CEO of Access Holdings, his wife and son, were being carried at their final burial ceremony on March 9. Amidst feelings of sadness and sympathy, many noticed the first coffin, that of the late Herbert, was wrapped with the Access Bank flag for reasons only the family of the departed and the bank can explain. Interestingly, some praised the gesture, saying the bank honored its former CEO with the biggest legacy, and the singing dancing princess from the motherland saw it as a PR move. The US-based mother of two expressed disgust at the gesture. In viral comments, Korra vehemently condemned the idea as a cheap PR stunt, describing it as disrespectful to the dead. We don't need to tell you what happened after Korra aired our opinion because it's been a tug of war ever since. However, Access Holdings wasted no time replacing him with an acting group CEO of Access Holding 3 days after his death. Was Korra Obidi right? Was burying the late Herbert Wigwe with an Access Bank flag a PR stunt, or was it just a way of honoring him and his legacy?
How will you drape the logo of a company on a corpse and justify it with he was the CEO, he would have liked it? How does that make sense? Please make it make sense.
Hello guys, it's T-Code here for African Glitz.
When veterans and active military members die in service, it is typical worldwide to bury them ceremonially. The departed are honored with escort platoons, gun salutes, and of course, a flag draped over their coffin. High-ranking government officials like presidents also receive this kind of dignified burial ceremony. The late group CEO of Access Holdings, Herbert Wigwe, was neither a member of the military nor a high-ranking government official, but the late banking whiz kid, who passed tragically in a helicopter crash with his wife and first son, was the man behind the success of Africa's biggest lender, Access Bank. This is his legacy. You can imagine how pleased Nigerians were when he was laid to rest with the Access Bank flag draped over his coffin. To them, it was a sign that the late Herbert was not forgotten in death and that his hard work of all these years was profound and duly recognized. Many people hailed Access Bank for the gesture when videos from the March 9 final burial ceremony, which took place at the Redeemed Christian Church of God (RCCG), Lion of Judah Parish in his hometown, Isiokpo, Rivers State, went viral. However, celebrity dancer and singer Korra Obidi didn't reason from this perspective. The single mother of two known for her hit song Big Korra opposed the fact that the late Herbert's coffin was wrapped with the bank's flag. While reacting, the social media sensation described it as a cringe PR stunt and borderline disrespectful of the departed soul. This shameless PR move with the bank logo on the corpse is cringe, to be honest. May his soul rest in perfect peace, she wrote. But before the singing and dancing princess could finish her statement, netizens pounced on her. Some called her slow, some people asked her to rest, and some people were even more brutal. They begged her to stick to twerking and dancing as the corporate world was not aligned with her chosen lifestyle and career. One Instagram user wrote, "Korra Obidi, when he reach your turn, abeg run am how you wan run am, because what in God's name is this rubbish comment?" One asked, "You know we'll focus on the twerking wey concern you?" One advised, "My dear, it's not a dancing competition. Allow the corporate world mourn their own, okay?" One opined, "Korra Obidi, jeez, you call this PR? The silliest thing I've read in a while." Another IG user urged, "Madam, rest. When the president dies and the flag is put on his coffin, is that PR? Just stay sad type rubbish." One asked, "Korra Obidi, it's honestly not a PR move, but a business honor. Wasn't he not the CEO? Make it make sense." One wrote, "Korra Obidi, it is not PR, just a sign of association and respect. Also reacting, one user pointed out, "You're not smart, my dear. It was used for the congregation to know the coffin their boss is in for their last respect." One also pointed out that it was a way of honoring the dead. "That's the head of a world class there. Placing the institution's flag on his casket is a mark of respect and honor for the institution he led into tremendous success whilst he held sway as a leader. You should know better." Again, another user advised, "Stick to your naked dancing. When a copper dies during NYC and they cover the cover with the NYC flag, is that also PR?" But as you must have guessed, Korra was not having it and immediately fired back at her critics. In a post on her Facebook story, the US-based singer slammed critics crying under her comment section simply because she could spot a PR stunt they overlooked. "I said what I said," she insisted. And in the caption, she told them to continue crying but at least donate their tears in a bucket.
None of you see anything wrong with a bank, even if he owned the bank, slapping their huge logo on top of his corpse. You see nothing wrong with that. Bunch of I don't even know what to call them.
Returning to the Instagram comments later, Korra made it known that she was still standing by her opinion that it was a PR stunt and nothing more. As all of you use this comment to cast your grief and frustrations, kindly remember that my opinion didn't change. All your insults did not change it. This woman still holds her opinion. May their souls rest in peace, she wrote. Many people reacted once again, but this time, people wondered who had approved the decision to wrap an Access Bank flag on the late Herbert Wigwe's coffin.
The video that is circulating of this funeral proceeding in the media is a video of a coffin which contains the man and his two family members, of course, and a huge flag of the bank's logo, the bank that he used to work at when he was alive, right? This is the huge flag on top of this man's corpse. And this is the video circulating the media as I speak to you. And just seeing how this bank had hijacked the funeral and turned it into a huge PR mess was just so cringe for me. So I opened my mouth as the woman that I am, a Nigerian woman that talks. And I said, I think just plastering the corpse with the funeral, with the bank's logo is a little bit cringe behavior, guys. What are you doing? Like, this is honoring the dead. Shouldn't have anything to do with any brands, any banks, any corporations, and any corporate interests. And I just said it. Hey, God. Guys, all through this morning, I've been receiving insults about how I should stick to my twerking and I should shut up. And that's why the Oyibo that I married left me. And that's why I have no sense. I'm a useless single mother. There's nothing I've not seen. The insult I've collected this morning is enough for 1 year.
Did his family approve of it? And could it have been their idea as opposed to Korra's opinion that Access Bank is using the tragedy emotionally to promote the brand, especially as all eyes were on them during the Wigwe's burial?
I have said my own. If you try to use my death, Korra is dead, then somebody will now say, sorry. Then when they are bringing me out in the coffin, you now use one big banner of your hair products. You say, no, because Korra was the brand ambassador of this product, I will hunt you and all your children until you join me. Until you join me on the other side.
Amidst all this argument and controversy, many have become curious about the person stepping into the late banking wizkid's shoes, especially because Herbert left enormous shoes. According to pundits, his talents, skill, and expertise are unrivaled. Regardless of the late banker's heavy footprint, Access Holdings wasted no time replacing him with an acting group CEO of Access Holding, Bolaji Agbede. Barely 3 days after Herbert Wigwe passed tragically, precisely on February 11, 2024, the company announced the appointment of his replacement following approval by the Central Bank of Nigeria. Initially, many people criticized the decision, saying that it was a lesson to everyone who leaves to work that they are dispensable. However, many admitted the decision to replace Herbert was a good call as the company needed a new leadership to continue operations. The woman stepping into Herbert's shoes is unknown to many. However, Bolaji Agbeje made a mark since joining Guaranty Trust Bank in 1992 and rose to various managerial positions in 2001. In 2003, Access Bank poached the management guru and she joined the financial institution as an assistant general. Since then, she has served in different roles at the bank, including head of Group Human Resources between 2010 and 2021. In 2022, Bolaji Agbede was appointed the company's founding executive director of business support, a role she held until a new appointment. The appointment of Ms. Agbede is in alignment with our robust succession planning practices. We are strongly convinced that Ms. Agbede, being the company's most senior executive, with exceptionally rich professional and leadership experience and an understanding of the Access culture, would provide the much-needed leadership to steer the company towards the attainment of its strategic vision of building a globally connected community and ecosystem, inspired by a Africa for the world. The Access Holding statement reads, in addition to boasting over 27 years of experience in the banking sector, Bolaji Agbede has a robust educational background. The acting CEO of Africa's biggest lender holds a bachelor's degree in mathematics and statistics from the University of Lagos and a Masters of Business Administration degree from Cranfield University, UK in 2002. Bolaji is also a member of the Chartered Institute of Management, UK and the Chartered Institute of Personnel Management in Nigeria. But the real question is, can the new group CEO of Access Holdings maintain and perhaps surpass Tell us the what you late think in the Herbert comment Wigwe's section legacy down below. How about the Access Bank flag wrapped around Herbert Wigwe's casket? Do you agree with Korra Obidi that it was a shameless PR stunt, or do you think it was a way of honoring him?
And any vested interest, any logos, any bank logos is just disrespectful to the dead. No matter what he was CEO, vice president, acting president, if you're trying to hijack the attention and turn it into some PR stunt for your bank, then it's sick. It's very sick, and it's just screaming desperation from the corporate heads, thinking that they will not have enough, You know when people are scared for their jobs, they try to leap on a drowning man leaping on a straw, is what it's giving.
Do you think his family approved of it?
Share your opinion in the comment section down below. If you found this video informative, please comment, like and share. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more well-researched African stories and news we know you would like. Click on the bell sign to be notified every time we upload a new video so that you don't miss out. Thanks for watching and see you on our next one.